Hello, beautiful people. Thanks for stopping by my place where we hang out and have conversations about people in the entertainment industry. Now let's get ready for some Suga Talk. Welcome back to a poetic review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion Part 2. The original release episode on Philo was absolutely disgusting. Carlos King, you need your virtual ass whooped for that crap. Let's take a listen to this clip.
Act like I've ever tried to touch you, I've ever came on to you, I've never done that. I'm so nervous about what?
Did I say that?
But you said you were nervous.
Act like you weren't going around trying to have threesomes with your husband.
Girl, you are lying. Girl, you
weren't open to it.
I've never.
All right, well, let's run it. Did you not get on your knees and slob on the hook and a crook in the back of the limo on your 10-year anniversary in front of all of these people?
Let me ask you
Did it happen?
What does that have to do with
Did it happen?
What does that have to do with propositioning?
And you want to act like these women, everybody jumps to me, they don't respect you.
What does that have to do
They
with
should have never seen that.
propositioning a threesome, Destiny?
You were grooming again. There's no reason for
Okay,
you to be slobbing on the hook and a crook in front of married men and women.
Well, let me tell you, be very careful about saying things that are inaccurate. Because you're saying, let me say, you're saying that I was walking around grooming somebody.
Did you get on your knees?
I have to answer for you. You weren't there. You weren't there, but I'm gonna.
But it happened. I'm not gonna get on my knees and slob on somebody's in front of people unless I want them to join in. That is what that is. That's grooming.
Did you ever feel like I was grooming you and Marcel to have a threesome with me and Martel?
Talk about the inappropriate text that you sent to Marcel.
What inappropriate text? Yeah, talk about it. What inappropriate text did I send to Marcel?
Tisha.
Okay, so I feel like at the time when Destiny speaks on the limousine situation, the whole situation, the limousine was Martel's idea. It was Martel's suggestion. He suggested that. And Mel was like, okay. And he got upset. He was like, y'all not gonna do it? We was like, hell no, we ain't doing that. But it was Martel.
So
Can I ask about the inappropriate text?
Hey, how did you hear about that? Because it was 6 people in the limo.
Oh, I told her when I was pissed off with Martel. When he made the statement at that adult game, that's when I was like, no, don't play me like that, dude. Like, stop it. But the inappropriate text message that I found out about later, Marcel texted Mel, and I think he was like, I'm rooting for you guys, or I want y'all to win, or something like that. And Mel was like, you mean me and Martel, or just me? And I just felt like that right there was not a good response to a married man.
Do you remember that melody?
I don't remember that text, but hearing her say it, you know, she's allowed to feel however she felt about it. I can say at times Marcel would text positive stuff. Maurice, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When everything went down, all of us were super close. So Maurice used to counsel me a lot. I know he used to talk to Martel a lot. Marcel used to try to talk. Everybody was trying to fix it. If he texted me and said, man, I'm rooting for y'all, man, if I said me and Martel or just me, I probably wasn't fooling with Martel. Like, don't be rooting for me and Martel. Don't root for us. If you're gonna root for me solo. But if she felt that that was inappropriate for her, that's how she felt. What I can tell you is none of these folks up here on this stage, except the one I was once married to, have I ever came on to. Have I ever been appropriate? Fletcher and Nell are here. They've been around as well. Ask them. I don't try to sit around and do inappropriate. I'm not even finna entertain it, to be honest. It's weird. And they haven't come on to me either. Nobody. So it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
If we did stuff like that, I wouldn't tell her to get her ass up and go home. We don't.
And the thing is, I trust my husband with my friends. Like, they go through things, he give them advice. It is what it is. They're like my sisters. So I never thought anything about Marcel and Mel talking on the phone when her and Martel was going through the situation, or even before then, because Mel and Marcel used to like get business advice from one another.
When I started public speaking,
she used to get advice from Marcel. Marcel would go to her meeting, give her tips. Like, so I never thought of anything.
Obviously, it's no secret, right, that you Original Six have a sort of legacy, a history of friendships. And me being present now, just doing this show for the past 7 years, I even don't think there was ever any lines being crossed when it comes to y'all as couples. Nope. I think the beauty of y'all even today that I do see is there is this very, sometimes dysfunctional, but there is this level of respect that you guys have just based on the history. And I don't believe for one second that any of you guys wanted each other. I don't think that. No. And the reason why we're bringing this up is because, again, I wanted you to be able to clear it based on the comment that was made, because it was thrown out in the air, and I wanted to be able to address it.
To see the amount of barbiturates that were spilled out of Destiny and Tisha's mouth on Saturday's reunion was absolutely baffling to me. I'm not surprised that Destiny chose to use grooming as a guise to hide behind her deviant lies. I told you guys before, that hoe is a gutter rat off the tracks from the Midwest. I'm just giving my 2 cents because Kingdom Reign, you got us all bent by airing that disgusting bullshit. Hey Tisha, I hope Marceau take a trip to Indonesia, comes down with a case of amnesia, and 1 month later, you receive a letter from his new wife saying he no longer needs ya. Bitch. Destiny. You thinking you got that sunshine, Pootie? When you sitting on that stage looking like you got the cooties. Thinking Melody wants a piece of your nasty ass booty? Bitch, you grown. It don't take much but a Happy Meal to get you up out of your clothes. Don't let them throw in a Happy Meal toy. Then you gonna go behind their back and fuck your homegirl's boy. You ain't nothing but a clone of your so-called bro. When I heard that garbage come out your mouth going against the girl code, I imagined taking a flight and putting your ass in a chokehold up on that stage trying to take a dig when your trifling ass didn't even know the father of your kid. Both you bum bitches ain't shit but non-playable characters, NPCs, inside of Carlos King's Minstrel show. Now it's time to address the hidden hand who helped and funded Martell's plan. Caught between the forces of black and white, Carlos King set the stage as Melody Cherie walked into the reality's cage. They dressed her up. They painted her face. Throw her in to the cruelest race. Not for love, not for a prize, but to watch her break before their eyes. She speaks her truth. They twist her lines. A villain born from their design. Her anger dubbed as crazy wild. Her tears dismissed. Her pain defiled. They her own. Turned sisters into sharpened stone. A prize for men. A show to sell. A gilded stage. A private hell. She stands before the judging crowd, mocked for being weak or loud. Too much, they say, she's cast aside, laughed at, scorned, and vilified. And when the cameras dim their light, she carries shame into the night. 1,000 voices still remain, a chorus humming her disgrace, her name. Yet still, they watch, they cheer, they claim. It's just TV. It's just a game. But tell me this, when hearts are played, when lives are wrecked, when souls betray, who wins? Who gains? Who walks away? And who is left to bear the weight? No, this is not the way it ends. Not a lesson, not pretend. For she is more than tears and pain, and she will rise and break the chain. Car Lucifer's ring of fire. He spun his web with venomous tongue, dripped deceit from his lips, slick and young. She wanted it, begged for it, lived for the thrill. He laughed in the dark, shaping his kill. He framed her name in lust and disgrace, a whisper, a smirk, a lie to her face. Turned her grace to a filthy refrain, left her drowning in rumors and shame. The wolves circled, hungry, wild, tearing her honor like beasts in a pile. They called her names. They spat on her name. All while he sat, feeding the flame. But fire don't die. It spreads. It grows. Burns through the lies that cowards impose. And she was no victim, no broken thing. She rose from the smoke with a blade in her wings. The streets learned quick. The truth came raw. His secrets unrevealed, exposing his flaw. He fell by his tongue, his own twisted game, drowned in the filth of shame. Now his name rots, whispered in scorn, a king of deception, dethroned and torn. And she walks, head high, untouched, a woman too fierce to be broken by such. Call us king and destiny, you twisted, diabolical, sick-ass NPC. You're not even a real person to me. You're just bad code full of errors and inaccuracies. Since Melody has decided to leave and announced that we were free, watch me Control-Alt-Delete and shut down this computer screen.